chat. Y'all want to jump on real quick? Don't get, you know what I mean? Whatever. Correct. It's up there. Scroll up in the chat, hit the link. I'll see you pop up, and then you can jump in. All right. The Chicago Bears, right? You said the Bears. You like the Bears, man? I mean, look. To be fair about the Bears, look, the Bears. I thought that they should have kept Fields. I'm glad they didn't, because he's at the Berg. He's with the Berg, and we're about to get a couple Super Bowls out of him. And I mark my words. I said this before, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. He's going to be the Patrick Mahomes killer one day. He's going to be the guy to do it. Yes, I said it. I said it before, and I'm saying it now. Um, yes, he's going to be that dude. I believe that strongly. I believe in him so much. I kept talking about Justin Fields coming to Pittsburgh even before it was in the talks of him coming to Pittsburgh. If we ever had him, that's all we needed, because Pittsburgh is now what you gonna do with our offense. But I'm talking about Chicago. No disrespect to Chicago, grabbing Caleb Williams. I think he's a generational talent that like to paint his nails and wear dresses. Well, you do whatever you want to do off the football field. Don't bring it in my locker room and win football games. We cool, all right? That's what I'm with, all right? Them grabbing Roma Dunzier from Washington, the receiver. I think a lot of people think he was the best receiver in the draft. They could argue that. Um, I just think there was a lot of receivers in this draft. I like Roma Dunzier because he's smart and his route running. Like, he's going to adjust to the NFL correctly because he's smart. His awareness is what I like out of him the best. A lot of other people will say, "Oh, I like the he could do this." No, I like Roman Duzier for his awareness of the field, where he's at on the field, and how he plays upon the field. That's why I like him. All right, and that's what they went after. They grabbed smart players. Look, they went and grabbed a punter from Iowa. They grabbed the offensive tackle from Yale, and they grabbed the edge from Kansas, Austin Booker. And I thought he should be ranked higher than a 75, but we'll talk about that conversation another day. The Chicago Bears, yeah, man. I gotta give them an A minus, man, for what they put up, because they didn't get the defensive tackle what they should have, but they did grab the edge and Austin Booker, but I don't think you could put him as a three technique in the middle of that defense, only because he's 240 pounds. Like, he's really an outside linebacker, 6'5", 240. That's an outside linebacker, but they'll have him rushing off the edge. Um, and yeah, that's good edge weight, a linebacker, outside linebacker edge. That's all it is. Outside linebacker, defensive end hybrid. It's what they're calling the edge nowadays. So, all right, to each his own. Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals. Let's get it. Let's go with the Bengals. Oh my gosh, the Bengals, the Bengals. Man, I like look, y'all know I'm biased, right? And I am. I am. I am. I'm biased. So, but I'm doing a sports show, and I have to talk about each and every team as we go. I'm mad at them for grabbing Amari's Mims. I was mad. I tweeted that out. I'm like, yo, why'd y'all grab Mims? Y'all really didn't want him. Y'all knew the Steelers wanted him, and he wanted to go to the Steelers low key, and y'all grabbed him. Like, all right, we can't let the Steelers get this 6'8", 340-pound monster. Like, we can't let him grab. You can't let him go to the Steelers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we was highly looking at him. Look, we got our guys. Like, no doubt, we got our guys. But Mims was definitely on that list, most definitely. I think we wanted Mims and I think we wanted Mims. We got our guys. Like, we got our guys, but we wanted Mims on top of everybody. So, but it just didn't work out like that, because the Bengals obviously knew that we wanted him. So we wanted Mims, Fueg. I can't pronounce the dude's name that we got, and I don't like butchering it. But from Washington, we got him, and Zach Frazier from Washington. I thought we was going to go after Drake Nugent from Washington, to be honest, but we just didn't, and I'm kind of lost. But the only reason why we didn't go after Drake Nugent was because Zach Frazier was still available. So we was looking at going at stacking our O line with Mims, the guy we got from Washington now, and Zach Frazier. But the Bengals grabbed him. And that's what I was talking about. And they went and got the defensive tackle from Michigan, and Chris Jenkins. Oh my goodness. Then they got Jermaine Burton from Alabama, the receiver. Oh my goodness. People is they only giving him a 60. And this is because of the sexy stuff, but he was just a player for Alabama. When they needed him, he came through, man. You gotta watch college football to know McKinley Jackson, the defensive tackle from Texas A&M. They went and grabbed him up. Then they went and grabbed the tight end Eric All from Iowa. Good defense, good blocker, decent hands, whatever. I don't know what he going to go into, but look, Josh Newton from TCU, the cornerback. They graded him a 54, but I like dude, man. I like the way he played. I like the way he looked on the field. Tanner McClain, the tight end from Arizona, I like the way he was putting in that work. He had hands, got open when he needed to. He ran a lot better than what I thought he would too, but for being a white boy. Like, look, I'm not gonna lie. Matt Lee, the center from Miami, they get an A, bro. I cannot sit here and lie, and I can't. The Bengals got their picks. Hopefully, to me, they all probably could fit on the field. That's just my opinion, but realistically, that probably won't happen because they're rookies and there's other guys there that's starting. But they addressed their depth on the Bengals. They got their picks. No, they didn't get their running back, but who needs a running back? You know who's there. Like, who needs that? So they get an A. Even though I'm a Steelers fan, I cannot hate on the Bengals and say the Bengals do not get an A. They get an A from me. All right. So shout out to them. The Browns, the dog pound Browns, man. Listen, they was already decent to me, man. But I to be honest, I don't really like they draft, man. The only one I really like that they grabbed up that I thought maybe that we probably was looking at Zach Zinter, the guard from Michigan. That's like the only guy that I really like out of that draft. I mean, Michael Hall Jr., their first overall pick, right? I know I seen him get handled a couple times, bro. I seen him get handled, especially in the Penn State game. I seen him get handled that game. He showed problems. I think it even in the Youngstown State game. Look it up. Youngstown State. Look that game up when Ohio played them last year. Even in that game, like that offensive lineman dude was like really on him. So I'm not going sit there. I mean, I'm not gonna get everybody. They rate him out of 80, and I think he's probably like a 79 or something. I think the Browns like flop for real, yo, with their picks. And to be honest, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Like the best pick I think they got was Zach Zinter. And that's just me though. That's me. Thrash from Louisville. I didn't really see Thrash play, so I'm not going to evaluate him fairly. Heard some good things about dude, but I didn't really see the evaluation, but what the pros is saying with him, he led in Louisville in reception yards and receiving touchdowns, and was his only season there. He got quick feet. He can win off the release. He's a crafty route runner. He sets good up. He sets people up good in their breaks at the top of his routes. He sells the double move. He drives corners back and then he stops them at he can run a comeback route really good, like nobody else can do it in a draft. So that's what they're saying about him. So when you got to say things like that about a player, I'm probably on point with my evaluation with the Browns draft. And yo, horrible. And I ain't saying this because I'm a Steelers fan, but yo, y'all got a D, bro. Boo hoo. That's just me. Y'all flopped. Um, Now, moving on to Dallas Cowboys. That's another team. I'm like, what is y'all doing, bro? Like, what is y'all doing out here? Dallas, like, I mean, Tyler Guyton, okay, y'all went and got him. Big offensive tackle. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Then they went to Western Michigan and they got another edge, Marshawn Nealon. Okay, so what are they trying to do? They trying to get Micah Parsons some breathers. Is Michael Parsons going to be trying to come up the middle because he ain't that light? Or are they going to drop Michael Parsons back a little bit more? They trying to do that. But the picks that I like from them, to be honest, they went after a lot of beef, right? I like the cornerback they grabbed from Wake Forest. Carson, I think his last name is. And they grabbed up, let me look at my notes, man. Okay. And Notre Dame, the linebacker they got from Notre Dame. I like those guys. Now let me see what they ranked him. They ranked him at a the linebacker from Notre Dame. They ranked him out of 64. I thought he should have been a lot better than that. I thought he's a little bit more athletic than that on film, especially, but you know how like somebody's 40 time, maybe like slower than what they seem like on the field and play and with the game. I thought that he looked like he adjusted, like he read the play quicker than what his speed was. So to me, you know what I mean? You know how that, yeah, does that make sense to y'all? Like somebody's faster in a game than what they are like just running a regular 40. That's what he was, the linebacker from Notre Dame. For me. Now Carson, they gave him a 66, but I don't agree with that. I thought the dude from Wake Forest. I mean, come on, man, you gotta come on. He in an ACC. Um, and I think it was just the level. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that these guys look at is the sexy things, how fast he ran, the shuttles, the competition of receivers, and so forth and so on that they went against. And they look at that and then they try to throw a grade together. But I like Carson and I like the linebacker from Notre Dame, other than in the offensive tackle. So I'll be fair and I'll give them a C. Dallas Cowboys. All right, trying to get through this as fast as possible because I got those 32 teams, and I know y'all ain't got the time, and I know I got other things to do too. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Make sure that y'all sharing the stream and y'all hitting that like button over and over and over. Keep on hitting and hit that John share it so the algorithm can get me out there with the Denver Broncos. I like that, bro. I like what they did, bro. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I like what Denver did. And people like Bo Nix. I'm like, like, if you watch me, then you seen that I was talking about Bo Nix going to Sean Payton and because he's the most NFL ready quarterback. He's older. I mean, look, he already married. You know what I mean? Kids, house, mortgage, all that other stuff. You know what I mean? But look, now all jokes aside, though, I thought he was the most NFL ready. Now, Michael Penix is the best pure passer. He's athletic, but Bo Nix was creative on the field to me. He created in the pocket, manipulated the pocket well. Um, he knows how to read a defense. He understands what the defense is doing before he gets there. But before he calls his play and where the play's going, Sean Payton and Bo Nix is going to surprise a lot of people. Just put it that way in the NFL. They ranked him out of 87. I think that's fair for his first year. But watch out, man, because Bo Nix and Sean Payton is about to do something crazy in the NFL, man. I like that pick. I do. I really like that pick. And with I seen Bo Nix do, um, just watch the Washington tape. Just him and Michael Penix going back and forth. The classics. Every time they played each other, it's an instant classic. It just was just you could watch both of those games. They just go back and forth, and how Bo Nix just sets things up. Like even in the Colorado game, he's seen his running back right off the muscle. He like, all right, I know I'm about to do a jump pass on this defense. Like the way he reads the defense before the snap and everything. Like just pay attention to what Bo Nix do. A lot of people say he can't make the throws and this, he can't do that. Like you can get better at that. You can get stronger and develop more. And him going to Sean Payton was perfect. That's why I like that pick with Bo Nix. If he probably went anywhere else, I would say it ain't as good as a pick as it is. But he went there. Now they grabbed Jonah Ellis, Troy Franklin, the receiver from Oregon. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't understand. That's just the 40 time that Xavier Worthy ran. He was the fastest guy in the draft, that receiver. But Troy Franklin is good, good, good. He's a good receiver. And Bo Nix got one of his top target. Oh man. And then how in the world does Austin Estimate, the running back from Notre Dame, how does he slip to the fifth? I mean, they be disrespecting running backs, bro, don't they? Like, man, he look. I like him. I like the running back from Notre Dame, man. 221 pounds, big running guy, man. Look, I like what Denver did in the draft. I really do. I get him a B plus only because they didn't get more beef. I thought they would focus in on a more offensive lineman, getting some more depth. They didn't get a tackle. They did get a center, but they didn't get a tackle. And that's the only reason why I'm giving them a B plus. But I do like the pick with Bo Nix, everybody that was, for all the naysayers out there. And that's why, because it's with Sean Payton. And Troy Franklin slipping like that. Like he was one of the better receivers, running back Audric Estime from Notre Dame, beast mode. Gotta put them up there. Good job, man. Good job for them. Yo, Detroit Lions. Detroit getting Terrion Arnold, and really, that's it for me. That's it. You want me to be honest? That's it for me. I get a C minus. That's it. I mean, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Terrion Arnold, to me, this is my show. This is my opinion. This is how I feel. My hypothesis from the information that I've gathered. It's the only pick that I rock with. Terrion Arnold. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Other than, I mean, they got a cornerback. They got another cornerback from Missouri. I'm not gonna knock on him. He got a little potential, but he does. He played against some top level competition, so I'm not gonna knock on him. But other than that, like, I don't know. I don't know what they was thinking. But look, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I gave him my grade, and that's it. Moving on, man. I really don't. Look, if I ain't got nothing really good to say, don't say nothing at all. Sometimes, right? Ain't that what it is? Ain't that what it is? Green Bay Packers. I want to talk about the Green Bay Packers, man. Why? Because I like Jordan Morgan from Arizona. Even though a lot of people don't like what he did, what he was about, you gotta give Green Bay an A off of the simple fact of how many picks they had in the draft, first of all. So they did an excellent job from the room, right? Just because they got so many picks. So out of what? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They had 11 picks. I saw out of 11 picks, at least 5 of them got a hit. So you got to give them an A, right? You got to give them an A, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to. Like, you just got to. Evan Williams, the safety from Oregon, they grabbed him up. They grabbed Marshawn Lloyd up, the running back from USC. Ooh, Javon Bullard, safety from Georgia. Ooh, Adrian Cooper, the linebacker from Texas. Ooh, I think it's cheating because they own. Don't the NFL like type the NFL and the fans own Green Bay? Like, man, they develop like they remind of us. You gotta respect the Packers organization because they just know how to get guys that can be developed and they got high ceilings. So, man, look, they got a lot of players, man, and I like what the Packers did. I like what the Packers did in the draft, man. I like that. Nah, I couldn't wait to talk about these guys, man. So who's next after Green Bay? After you talk about a G, with G, will we go to H Houston, H Town? Man, H Town's finest. Dog, they went off in the draft, bro. They went off. I like they picks. I thought Cade Stover. I thought they was a little bit higher on Cade Stover, but they ain't have to jump to get him. Now they got Kamari from the Bulldogs last in there. They got Kamari last in there from the Bulldogs. Okay. That's why I was like, all right, they got him right there at 85. I think because he's a little bit more physical and he might need to fall back on that a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But I like that. They and who else they Cade Stover. That's another pick that I like. Cade Stover. I like that pick from Ohio State, the tight end. Man, him and CJ Stroud about to tear something up, man. He got 2 good tight ends now, 2 good receivers. I'm excited to see what he about to do in year 2. So as y'all know, he played like if you don't know, he played running back in high school. Cade Stover did, so he know how to run after the catch. He know how to tuck that ball. He know how to run with it. He just got a knack for the field, like. And then Jar Jordan, the running back from Louisville, bro, too. And they ranked him at, I think they ranked him out of 48 because he's what 5'10" and he's 193. But don't sleep on that. He's nasty. And then they got the offensive tackle from Michigan with their last pick. I like what Houston did. Houston already had a good season, and then they just had a good draft on top of that. Another one, man. I give them an A because I don't want to be glazing, but yo, they're good, bro. They good, bro. I liked what they did. I like what they did, and I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. None other, man. So, man, we got to get them likes up out there, man. People dropping up out of the room. That's all good, though. Make sure y'all sharing as y'all going up out of here so more people could jump up in.